Hello and welcome to How to Play Trouble. The game is played with 2 to 4 players. To play, you will need the Trouble board game. Each player selects 4 game pieces of one color and places them in their home spaces. The object of the game is to be the first player to get your 4 game pieces into your finish zone. Game pieces must move around the game board before entering the finish zone. The youngest player gets the first turn. Here, blue will go first. On a turn, the player will press the Pop-O-Matic die roller, and based on the number rolled, the player will make a move. If the player rolls a 1, every other player in the game gets to move one of their pieces out of their home and into their start space. If a player rolls a 2, 3, 4, or 5, the player will move any one of their pieces that amount if the piece is already in the playing track. If the player rolls a 6, the player can choose to move one of their pieces from home to their start space, or move one of their pieces on the playing track 6 spaces. Blue presses the Pop-O-Matic die roller and gets a 3. Blue doesn't have a piece on the track and cannot move. Red, green, and yellow all take a turn but do not roll a number that allows them to move. Play returns to blue, who rolls a 1. Every other player gets to move a game piece from their home to their start space. Play moves to red, who rolls a 5 and moves their piece on the track 5 spaces. Play moves to green, and players continue to take turns rolling and moving when possible. If a player lands on a space occupied by an opponent, the opponent's piece is sent back to their home. If a player's start space is occupied by their own piece, they are blocked from starting another game piece from their home. If a player rolls a 6, they get to roll again. If a player lands on a double trouble space on the board, they get to roll again. But 2 rolls is the maximum amount of rolls a player can have in one turn. If a player has already rolled twice, getting a 6 or landing on a double trouble space does not result in another roll. Players do not need to get into their finish zone by exact count. If a player has rolled enough to enter the finish zone, the piece can be put into the open space closest to the center of the board. Here, blue rolls a 3 and moves their last piece into their finish zone. Blue wins the game. That wraps up How to Play Trouble. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, and find more game tutorials by subscribing to the channel Gather Together Games. Thanks for watching!